Welcome back to part 4, everyone. This is the adventure called life. I'm Joe. Saddle up, let's go for another ride. Today we're at the Skelton Greenway at the Forks of the River wildlife area. Taking a nice ride down through here. It's a brisk 30 degrees. Tennessee's the only place that I know of where you can have all 4 seasons in 1 week. I mean, it can seriously go from 20 degrees to 80 degrees in a week. And it can go from snowing to you think you're at the beach. And you're like, really? 10 inches of snow on the ground by Sunday. By the time next Sunday come around, it's 90 degrees and you're getting sunburnt. Crazy weather. We get all 4 seasons here, and sometimes it seems like they overlap all at once. I don't know what's going on there. But so since it's so cold, we're going to keep our speed down a little bit today, maintain some of our warmth, and see if we can keep getting our face from all burned up, getting wind burnt, you know. So I was looking on the analytics of my channel, and it appears a lot of the folks that watch this are entering into retirement age. 35, 40, 45, some of them 60, 65, you know. And I find that interesting. I myself have retired less than a year ago. And I was able to retire at 41 years old with a pension. So I was interested to see how many of you guys have done the same. You know, are you guys thinking about retiring early? A lot of you guys in your 60s, you know, 50s and 60s, are you guys retired? Are you thinking about retiring? You know, there's a couple ways to go about that, especially if you guys are in your 30s or 40s and you're thinking about retiring at 65, which is what most people do. You know, I decided to retire early. I had the opportunity to. I could potentially not have, but it was best that I did when I did. Spend time with the family. I got enough problems going on health-wise where it's probably a good idea anyway. It's time to get out and see if we can undo some of the damage that the military done in the last 20 years. By military, I mean U.S. Army. Very happy to have served. Very happy to serve. Don't get me wrong there. Love the Army. Would love to stay in for another 20, but there's times it's just good to hang it up. While the getting's good, it's time to get out. And that's one of them times for me. But you folks that are in your 40s or 30s and 20s, you know, I would invest heavily if I was you, especially those in your 20s. There's no time like the present. If you was to, you know, stick $500,000 a month into a Roth IRA, as much as you can, and then finish that on out with a nice brokerage account. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. What I did was I invested in a Roth IRA when I was in my 20s, and so, and still do. I mean, that'd be what I'd do if I could do it over. Did I say I did invest in my 20s? No, I said I should. I meant to say I should have invested in my 20s. I got a pension, but living on a pension is different than a lump sum. Like even now, I'm investing even some of my pension. You know, I'm still 40. I'm gonna let that grow for another 20 years. Because why not? Dump it in the S&P 500 and let it roll. Let your money make money for you guys. There's your tip of the day. Let your money make money. That's always good advice. I'll tell you what, there's some investments I've enjoyed more than others, or something that's been more beneficial than others. But this e-bike's looking like a great one. I kid you not. These e-bikes are fantastic. Love these things, guys. I mean, this can't be overstated. Especially, well, I don't know about all e-bikes. Everything I have got from Aventon so far, this Adventure 2, I guess Adventure 2, it says Adventure, I'm pretty sure it's an Adventure 2. Or maybe it's just Adventure, I'm not sure. It's a new one, whichever one now, I think it's the Adventure 2. And the Level 2, oh man, I mean, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, guys. I mean, either one's fantastic. Either one will do more than what you're after. You know, either one's going to blow you away. Yeah, I was really, I mean, this was not an impulsive buy for me. You know, although my wife might disagree. You don't have any better asset than your health. You really don't. You know, there's nothing better than your health for you. You know, that's your greatest asset. If you don't have your health, you don't have nothing. Don't matter how much money you got. Don't matter what you got going on. If you ain't got your health, you ain't got nothing. But this thing, this Adventure 2, like, let's get off and look at it for a second, guys. I have not been gentle with this thing. I mean, I have. You'll see if you look through some of my previous videos. I took this thing mudding, and man, I have just dirtied this thing up. I have give it to it. I treated this thing like a dirt bike, and it's acted like a dirt bike. You know, it's like I would think of it like an electric dirt bike. And this, I got the step through on the Adventure, just in case, you know, my back's acting up, I can just step right through it and ride. You know, or my knee or anything else, make it a little bit easier. And my intention was for that to work for my wife like that as well, although for some reason she can't step through it. I don't know. Me and her rolled one day. She tried to step through it and just fell over. I don't know what's up with that. She just has to throw the leg over. I don't know. She's like, my brain will not compute that I can step through this. But yeah, just a fantastic bike. You could just go, I mean, all day, every day. You could seriously, like, if, I know some of you guys got like a DUI or something. If you had a DUI or something and they was like, oh, you can't drive for like a year, man, that wouldn't even bother you if you had one of these. Seriously. SR22, nothing. And I would just ride. You'd be like, all right, I'll see you in a year. As long as you was just going from, you know, riding from your house to the office, or, you know, they've even got baskets and stuff for them. They'll go a good ways. Like you can see, this thing's still got 100% battery life, and, you know, I've made 3 or 4 videos, 10 or 11 minutes each. You know, I mean, somewhere around there anyway. And it's still going good. It's still going good. You know, these things, the battery, I am very impressed. And I've got it on sport mode. This is the second to highest setting. You know, and I have put forth some effort, but not a lot. I mean, actually, I put quite a bit, but not a tremendous amount, I should say. All right, guys, here we are at the scenic overlook. And that means that's the end of this video. It's been a pleasure riding with you guys. Make sure y'all keep pedaling. Do well. Peace out, guys.